Hello guys, ayan, let's have the quiz for HTML technology. Ayan, dito po tayo guys. So question number 1. Ayan, what does HTML stand for? First option, Home Tool Markup Language. Second option, Hyperlinks and Text Markup Language. Third option, Hypertext Markup Language. Okay, next question. Question number 2. Who is making the web standards? Option 1, Google. Next is the World Wide Web Consortium. Third, Microsoft. Fourth, Mozilla. Okay, next question. Third question. Choose the correct HTML element for the largest heading. Head, H6, H1, heading. Okay, next. What is the correct HTML element for inserting a line break? So you have break, BR, and LB. Question number 5. What is the correct HTML for adding background color? Body style equals background color, colon yellow, background, tag, yellow, background, body, BG equals yellow. Number 6. Choose the correct HTML element to define important text. B, important, strong, I. Next, choose the correct HTML element to define emphasized text. Italic, EM, I. Number 8. What is the correct HTML for creating a hyperlink? A, name equals http www.w3schools.com, w3schools.com. A, href equals http www.w3schools.com. A, http. A, URL http www.w3schools.com. Next, question number 9. Which character is used to indicate an end tag? Slash, caret, asterisk, and less than. Question number 10. How can you open a link in new tab browser window? Ahref URL target equals new. Ahref equals URL new. Ahref URL target equals underscore blank. Question number 11. Which of these elements are all table elements? T-head, body, TR, table, TR, TD, table, head, T-foot, table, TR, TT. Number 12. Inline elements are normally displayed without starting a new line. A, false. Next option is true. Number 13. How can you make a numbered list? You have OL, UL, DL, and list. Number 14. How can you make a bulleted list? UL, DL, list, OL. Number 15. What is the correct HTML for making a checkbox? Input type checkbox, check. Input type check, checkbox. Number 16. What is the correct HTML for making a text input field? Input type text, text input type text field, input type text field. Number 17. What is the correct HTML for making a drop-down list? List, input type drop-down, select. Number 18. What is the correct HTML for making a text area? Input type text area, input type text box, text area. Number 19. What is the correct HTML for inserting an image? img src, img href, img image src, img out. Number 20, what is the correct HTML for inserting a background image? Body style equals background as image URL background. Body bg background.gif. Background img equals background.gif. 21. An iframe is used to display a web page within a web page. False, true, there is no such thing as an iframe. 22. HTML comments start with less than, exclamation, dash dash, and end with dash dash, greater than. 23. Block elements are normally displayed without starting a new line. 24. Which element defines the title of a document? Head, title, meta. 25. Which HTML attribute specifies an alternate text for an image if the image cannot be displayed? SRC, long disk, title, alt. 26. Which doc type is correct for HTML5? Question number 27. Which HTML element is used to specify a footer for a document or section? Bottom, footer, section. 28. In HTML, you can embed SVG elements directly into an HTML page. 29. What is the correct HTML element for displaying video files? Video, movie, media. Number 30. What is the correct HTML element for playing audio files? MP3, audio, sound. 31. The HTML global attribute content editable is used to return the position of the first found occurrence of content inside the string, specifies a context menu for an element. The menu appears when a user right-clicks in the element. Specify whether the content of an element should be editable or not, or update content from the server. Number 32. In HTML, on-blur and on-focus are event attributes, style attributes, HTML attributes. 33. Graphics defined by SVG is in which format? XML, CSS, HTML. 34. HTML canvas element is used to create draggable elements, display database records, draw graphics, manipulate data in MySQL. 35. In HTML, which attribute is used to specify that an input field must be filled out? Placeholder, required, form validate, validate. Which input type defines a slider control? Range, controls, slider, search. 37. Which HTML element is used to display a scalar measurement within a range? Measure, range, meter, gauge. Which HTML element defines navigation links? Nav, navigate, navigation. 39. In HTML, what does the aside element define? A navigation list to be shown at the left side of the page, content aside from the page content, the ASCII character set to send information between computers on the internet. Last number, which HTML element is used to specify a header for a document or section? Top, head, header, section. So thank you very much, guys, and let's check your answers later. Okay, so that's 0 because we don't have an answer. This one to check, what does HTML stand for? That is Hypertext Markup Language. Who is making the web standards? That is the World Wide Web Consortium. Choose the correct HTML element for the largest heading. The largest heading is H1. The lowest is H6. What is the correct HTML element for inserting a line break? That is BR. Number 5, what is the correct HTML for adding background color? That is body style background color. Question number 6, choose the correct HTML element to define important text. That is strong. Number 7, choose the correct HTML element to define emphasized text. That is EM. Number 8, for creating a hyperlink. That is Ahref. Question number 9, which character is used to indicate an end tag? This one. How can you open a link in new tab or browser window? This one, Ahref URL target blank. Number 11, which of these elements are all table elements? Table, TR, TD. TR is table row, TD is table data. And line elements are normally displayed without starting a new line. That is true. How can you make a numbered list? That is ordered list, OL. How can you make a bulleted list? That is UL, an ordered list. What is the correct HTML for making a checkbox? So input type, I'm not sure which among the two. Input type, checkbox. Let's try to answer this one. Question number 16, what's the reason for taking text input field? Input type, text. Number 17, what's the correction for drop down list? That is this one. 18, what's the correction for making a text area? This one. Number 19, what's the correct HTML for inserting an image? IMGSRC. What is the correct HTML for inserting a background image? Body style background image, then URL. This one. Number 21, an iframe is used to display a web page within a web page. That's true. Number 22, HTML comments start with. That's true. Number 23, block elements are displayed without starting a new line. That's false. Which HTML element defines the title of the comment? Title. 25, which HTML attribute specifies an alternate text for an image if the image cannot be displayed? That's alt. Which document is correct for HTML5? This one is the correct answer, doctype HTML. 27, which element is used to display footer? So we have footer. 28, in HTML you can embed SVG elements. That's true. 29, what's the correct HTML element for playing video files? That is video. What's the correct HTML for displaying audio files? That is audio. Is that audio or sound? Let's try now. The HTML global attribute content editable. Specify whether the content of an element is editable. And HTML on, blur, and focus are, these are event attributes. 33, that is an XML. Canvas elements used to draw graphics. 35, in HTML as we specify an input field must be filled out. That is required. Which input type defines a slider control? So range. Which element type should display a scalar measurement? That is meter. Other name for that is gauge, no? But the tag is meter. Which HTML element defines a navigation links? That's nav. In HTML, what does a aside element defines? Content assigned from the page content. And lastly, which HTML element used to specify a header for a document or section? Document or header. So that's header. Header. Wow, we got it perfect, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and congratulations to those who made the quiz. Thank you. Bye, everyone.